All right, we are live with the Wind Waker HD. This is referring to a link from Ocarina of Time. Not the link in this game, but the one from Ocarina of Time for the N64. At some point in the future, I would like to stream Ocarina of Time as well. So I thought about the decision of whether to do a regular New Game or a New Game Plus. One of the advantages of New Game Plus is that all the Hylian text is translated automatically into English. But I kind of want to do the Nintendo Gallery, so I'll do a regular New Game, and I'll just translate anything that comes across in Hylian. Alright, let's see. I'll just do Link. So this is the HD version of Wind Waker, and I'm playing on the Wii U. Hopefully this isn't the same cutscene. If it is, I'll skip it. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, I'll skip it. Only 1 rupee? Okay. I would like to get some rupees early on. Because the HD version has something worth collecting rupees early for. I mean, in a sense, as goofy as this game series can be, it does make sense to hide your valuables in the crawl space under the house. I mean, how many people are small enough to fit in there?
Yeah.
Actually, I can get some more rupees by. This guy's gonna force me to talk to him, so I'm just gonna walk by. Yeah. How about no? You can make some money by delivering some baby pigs. Basically kidnapping them. I just did. Yep. So yeah, you can make a decent amount of money pretty early on by just catching some pigs and giving her baby pigs. But with the pigs, you sort of sneak up on them. Not really sneak up, but don't make it obvious that you're chasing them. So you have to sort of there's only one more pig I can give her. earn a good amount of rupees. I wonder if I can buy stuff from Beetle right now. I'll only buy one for now because I want to save up for the Swift sale. By the way, for those who didn't quite understand the opening cinematic, where it gave that story in like the mural form, this is obviously part of a larger series. And in the N64 game Ocarina of Time, there was a timeline split at the end of the game where Zelda used the Ocarina to send Link back in time. And the Link that was sent back in time became the protagonist of Majora's Mask. And then when he died, he was reincarnated as the Link from Twilight Princess, which I'm streaming in parallel to this game. But when she sent Link back in time, the past version got the Link, that past timeline got Link, but the timeline he was sent from was suddenly without a chosen hero. And in the other timelines, the chosen hero reincarnates whenever he's needed. But since he was removed from the timeline when he was needed, when Hyrule was threatened again and he was needed, he didn't reincarnate, and so the world became doomed. And that's why it's now flooded. It'll get into the reasons for the flooding later on, but yeah, the whole chosen hero thing that reincarnates whenever it's needed doesn't exist in this timeline anymore. This timeline's being completely cut off from that reincarnation cycle for Link. So this Link is not a reincarnated version. He doesn't seem thrilled. I guess no one's gonna mention the pirate ship that's out here by the coast. Like literally, if you talk to people in the village, none of them will mention this pirate ship. Somehow he doubts that. You know, it's kind of interesting. Most Zelda games the aesthetics are based on, you know, typical European, like medieval Europe. This seems more like a sort of a Polynesian vibe. So it's a bit quite different from your typical Zelda setting. I mean, it's called Forsaken for a reason. So dramatic. None of those grown adults thought to go with him and help. I hate how when there's a time-sensitive sequence happening, the game initially interrupts your progress with a cutscene that you can't skip while the clock is ticking. So you're pretty much forced to either be really fast your first time or reset the clock. Alright, shut up. Okay, this time doesn't have a time requirement, but I think the next time you do this, it does have a time requirement. You know, if this was a Far Cry game, then there actually would probably be a separate story path for if you actually did wait a year. Really? The gamepad is like right here next to the console and it can't. Okay. This is actually supposed to have a range of 30 feet and it's less than 3 feet away. So. Now, these aren't very motivated pirates, because you'd think if there's a place called the Forsaken Fortress that's under a heavy guard, that they would want to see there's treasure inside. So you'd think the pirates would have a financial interest in helping him raid the fortress, but they must not be that motivated. I think my first time playing this game, I didn't realize that you could hide under the barrels. So I was just running and rolling to avoid the searchlights. But yeah, the barrel makes it a little bit easier. And if you do get caught, that's not a huge deal. And I do have a map, okay. So I have 3 searchlights to disable. And what's gonna be the easiest one to, I'll try this one first. Any way up here? Nope. Let's do this. Oh, really? Well, good news is it's somewhat easy to get out. I don't need a cutscene every single time. I do have eyes. And now with glasses, my eyes work, so I don't need the cutscenes. Thank you, though. And now I don't want to listen to Tetra. So me killing this enemy stopped him from running the searchlight, because I guess you have to run the searchlights manually, and so now this searchlight is basically disabled. No, Tetra, don't want to listen to this. Alright, so according to the map, I should go probably this way. Don't fall. Stop with the cutscenes, please. This is getting ridiculous. You know, I think Wind Waker has the best pottery of the Zelda series. I mean, just look at this design. Much more unique than the plain brown pots that you see in other Zelda games. And of course, no matter how good it is, boxes. I'm going to try to collect a lot of these.
Yep.
Now I can clearly see that there's still one more searchlight blocking the path forward. So because I have working eyes and I can use the right camera stick to look up, I don't need another cutscene to show me this, but of course it's going to insist on showing me another cutscene anyway. Alright, so next one should be this direction. Jumping is pretty imprecise in this game. Okay, so if you do get caught by the searchlights and locked up, you get locked up here, and then you can escape. And these rats can take your money away, so be careful with them. Okay, so it was worth falling down. Oh, okay. If I do get caught intentionally by these moblins, though, it is like a free trip back upstairs. So yeah. Okay. Free trip back upstairs. That was easy. Oops. And since this cell is like right by where I need to go, this game is just making it convenient for me. And because you try so hard to avoid falling down, that chest with a piece of heart is kind of easy to miss, actually. Alright. Please don't do another cutscene. Now, with all three searchlights disabled, I can take that window path across. But let's take a look and see where I need to go for that. Looks like this direction.
Yep.
See, I have working eyes, so I can look around and see which direction I need to go to. I don't need a cutscene every time I move to show me that. So, you know, the original Legend of Zelda game for the NES was known to be very obscure and hard to find your way around, and you pretty much had to, you know, thoroughly explore on your own to find stuff. And to some extent, the Zelda series was like that. through the NES era, through the Super Nintendo era, and the even the N64 era. But this GameCube era was like the first time in this in the Zelda series history where Nintendo seems to have forgotten that most of the players will have played a video game before. So this game is like the beginning of Nintendo treating players like they've never played a video game before. Again, thank you. I have eyes. I can look up. And again, if I push a box off of a ledge, I expect it to fall down. I don't need a cutscene to show me that it fell down. Despite these criticisms of the cutscenes, I actually do like this game a lot. It's especially frustrating though after you've played a game like Elden Ring for a while, and a game that sort of assumes that you have a brain and can use it, to suddenly go from that to a game where it acts like you need to be told every little thing. Especially because this isn't how the series used to be. This series used to be more like Elden Ring, where it trusts the players to discover things on their own. So if anything, subsequent games in the series should should get more difficult when it comes to this sort of thing, not, more dumbed down. Because if someone was capable of figuring this stuff out in the original Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, all that, if they're capable of figuring this stuff out in those games, then why wouldn't they be capable of figuring it out in this sequel game, Wind Waker, Nintendo just seems to have undergone a weird cultural shift when it comes to this stuff. I can see the sword on the ground. See, this is actually an appropriate use of cutscenes to show story progression. Like, this is where you want cutscenes.
Hey! Ha ha!
Understandable reaction if your boat suddenly starts talking to you. I don't think he does understand. I mean, Forsaken Fortress and Windfall Island aren't exactly right next to each other. Yeah, who cares about, exploring the island on my own and seeing what there is here when a cutscene can just show me everything to do on the island right away. I'm being particular about collecting rupees because I'm gonna have to, spend some rupees pretty soon. Not just on the regular sale, but also I want to try to get this. Oh, you what? No, I can't get the Swift sale just yet because it has to be nighttime, and I won't be able to make it nighttime for a while. So I'm just gonna buy the regular sale. They're gonna make me free tingle. Okay.
그로링
Now, ever since the Miiverse was shut down, this item is completely useless. No, not really. So the thing with the Tingle Bottle is, when the Miiverse was active, you could find messages in bottles like throughout the sea, and you can pick them up, and sometimes there'll be notes that people can write to each other, but also you can find photographs in there as well that you take in game, and sometimes those photographs can be used to get figurines from the Nintendo Gallery. However, the Miiverse was shut down, so this functionality no longer exists. However, what I wish Nintendo had done is create a mock data for an offline experience. So kind of like what Elden Ring did. So when I streamed Elden Ring, when you're at the Great Jar, you had to do, fight 3 NPCs, and the NPC builds were based on other players who have played the game. And it would just pick 3 players at random who have played the game online, and you have to fight NPCs with their builds. But if you're playing offline, then what Elden Ring did was they gave you 3 NPCs with mock data. So they have, stock data already there. So with 3 builds already pre-configured. So if you're playing offline, you can still do that challenge without the need for online connectivity. So I kind of wish Nintendo had implemented the same thing for the Miiverse.
Yep.
I'm gonna purposely, follow down. Because it's faster. there's some mini game associated with him, but I guess I can't do that right now. First, I think I should actually give this pendant to that teacher. It'll become clear what I'm talking about soon. There's an NPC on this island who collects these pendants. I can probably give it to her after this. This way. And yeah, see him up here. Really? I thought I got him there. Okay. Alright, one more to find. one more to find, but not sure where he's at. Oh, this place. Okay. I'm able to carry in my starter wallet. I think it's like either 300 or 500. Let's see if it'll tell me. Okay, I don't think it actually tells you that until you get an upgrade.
Hey.
Alright, so we need to sail to the east. What I'm going to try to do is actually something different, though. So, I'm not going to sail too fast. And there's a reason I'm doing this. Because I'm not headed to Dragon Moose Island just yet. That's where he wants me to go, but I need to escape Windfalls. There we go. So when I'm out here, time elapses. When you're in Windfall Island, time stands still. So it doesn't change from day to night or vice versa. I need to change tonight though. So I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit here while time elapses. I think I need a hook shot to fully explore this island. Yeah, so getting over there requires a hook shot, but maybe I can do something else here. I might need bombs to fully explore this cave, though. Yeah, this requires a bomb. What about over here? This does as well. Alright, so what can I get without Nice. Alright, so I can explore more once I get bombs, and even more once I get the hook shot. But for now, this is all I can do on this particular island. So I'll leave.
Yep.
And what's the time? Okay, so time hasn't elapsed just yet. The reason I want to get back to Windfall Island when it's nighttime is so I can buy the Swift Sail. And if I get a Swift Sail, it's going to make exploring this game so much more convenient. Because as the name implies, it's much faster. Not only is it faster, but it also automatically changes the wind direction without you having to manually do it. So yeah, I definitely want that Swift Sail. Oh, there goes any loot I can get. And these little rings of light out there on the ocean surface, I'll be able to interact with those once I get the grappling hook. Yep, more money's always good. Okay. Because I'm gonna need it for the auction. Oh, only two. Okay.
Bye!
Well, it's not like I'm gonna use it. You can use those red jellies to make potions to refill your health, but, like, it's not really needed. Solution there is just don't lose health. Alright, now I'm really hoping that time will advance. You see how it's mostly daytime? Because I don't want to get too much further and enter Dragon Roost just yet. But if time doesn't advance, I may be forced to complete Dragon Roost Island before I can get the Swift Sail. Which, if I have to, is not the biggest deal on Earth, but I'd just rather not. Yeah, I don't see time advancing, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this. Yes, I think the passage of time in this game is very scripted for the first part. So it used to be common in the Zelda series for Link to have to play instruments in these games. I remember doing that first with Link's Awakening, and then of course you have in the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask Link, you had the Ocarina. In the Oracle of Ages, he played a harp. And this he uses his conductor's baton. So a lot, and of course in Twilight Princess, you turn into a wolf and howl melodically. So it used, yeah, and then Spirit Tracks, you had the flute. So yeah, there's been a lot of Zelda games where you have to play an instrument, and then in recent games it sort of did away with that sort of theme. Let's see if it'll let me go back. Because I really don't want to have to... Okay. I guess it's going to force me to complete Dragon Roost Island. Kind of lame, but okay. Okay, so it looks like the limit is not 300, it's probably 500 rupees. Okay, this is where I need to go. this is probably gonna be close. No, didn't mean to. Okay, try that again. This is called Dragon Roost Island because, of course, there's a dragon roosting on the top of it. Descriptive name. Baloo is the name of the dragon. So a society full of mailmen who are sending me to run an errand for them. Seems kind of backwards. She has one very prominent beak. prominent because it's shaped differently. See, theirs all point downwards, and hers is just sort of more duck-like. Interesting. Also, she has much lighter skin than the others. I don't know why. And different hair color too. Maybe it's like a female Rito thing. This game can be a little bit tricky. Okay. You can earn money and even harpies for it, so it's worth doing. I just said 27, but okay. So almost got 30. All right, so in this game you can use this camera to take pictures of people, and then pictures of people and creatures and all that, and make figurines out of them. This is a character I think becomes unavailable later in the game. Oh no, I don't have the deluxe pictograph yet, so this doesn't count. Okay, I'll have to come back when I have the deluxe version. Alright, so where's this Kamali guy? Alright, is this the way? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, she's right. It's not much. But I can use this empty bottle right now, actually.
Yep. Yep.
Because apparently if you water a withered plant, they grow immediately. Alright, so now it's a matter of timing. There we go. This can be kind of tricky, you're right. Because you can basically only move in like almost like 8 directions, so you don't have complete full control over your movement.
Yep. Yeah.
Use this torch to light that. Yeah, in any Zelda game, if you see a group of torches, lighting them does stuff for some reason. Again, what's the cutscene needed? Like, why give players the option to use the right stick to look around if you're not going to trust the players to actually look around? Okay, it still is black and white. Yeah, I have to make it back to Windfall in order to actually do something about that. Again with the unnecessary cutscenes. Come on. see the options here. I'm looking at the options menu. Oh well. There's no option to disable the unnecessary cutscenes. These heavy wooden beams, your regular sword's not enough, so you have to use one of these weapons. Hey, can I hit it this way? There we go. I think I was supposed to do the Picto Box quest for that photographer before leaving the box a little bit early. In Twilight Princess, if you knock an enemy down, it gives you an opportunity to do a finishing blow. But in Wind Waker, when you knock an enemy down, you have to politely wait for them to get back up so they can fight fair or something. Eruption. Well, I wasn't even touching it. Okay, invisible hitboxes. No, I didn't mean to finish that. Yeah, it'll be terrible if the game were to allow me to figure something out. Before I proceed, I want to try something here. What's... Okay, nothing's directly underneath me. Okay. I was thinking of a different room. Oh yeah, this is suspicious. Nope. Okay. Surprised it didn't shatter. Oh, this is tough right here. really be fast with this. So let me get my stuff ready. I guess not that fast, actually. Okay, that wasn't bad. And that should unlock my third checkpoint. Thanks, cutscene. I couldn't figure out that there would be a dragon on top. The place is literally called Dragon Roost Island. I couldn't have figured out on my own that there's a dragon roosting on it. also use the sword to to slash these things, but this works too. So these bats are gonna attack me once I start swinging on this thing. I like to lure them over before that, but it's not, I don't think it's gonna happen. Now over there's an invisible chest that can only activate with a bomb, but I don't have bombs yet, so I actually have to make a return trip to this dungeon for that chest. One of these has a ferry. I can probably... There we go. This is very good to have. Alright, here we go. To distract himself. Alright. Easy, pretty easy fight actually. And if I'm fast enough, I can actually chain it. We'll see if this works. Depends on if the tail lowers. There we go. Well, it hit me. So now, hopefully, let me go back to Windfall Island. So, what Baloo is saying there is, oh hero, thank you. Oh hero, use the wind god's wind. In case it wasn't obvious from their translation. I won't be able to do anything about his brother until the third dungeon where I get the bow and arrows. I know it's going to make me blow the winds south before I can continue, so I might as well do that now. Alright, now let's see if I can go back to Windfall. Point, you don't have free roam over the seas, so you can't go anywhere you want, but it should let me go back to Windfall Island. Oh. So yeah, these things, if you give them fish, they'll draw a map of the square that you're in, and they'll also give you some most of the time, helpful information about the area. Alright, so let me look at that. So the game starts off with a few islands already being drawn in, but you have to fill in the rest of them. Like, I was trying to show the sea chart, but it's Games didn't even tell you that, but here it is, I guess. And these rings don't have treasure, like defines treasure, then it's by default 50 rupees. Alright, so now I gotta learn a new Wind Waker song to control time.
Yeah.
So yeah, not only can I control the winds, but I'll be able to control time itself, as if, you know, that's a normal thing to do with a baton. Now to go buy that Swift Sail. So auctions happen at nighttime on here, so that's why it needed to be night. And now that it is, I can go ahead and get that. And it's going to make the whole game so much more convenient. Like if you're doing a completionist run on Wind Waker, the HD version is it takes 18 less hours to do that on the HD version. Okay, so it wasn't enough to shock them. If you bid like a huge number over the current bid, it'll stun them for a bit. Alright, stop. I'll go 21 and see if that does it. There we go. I'm gonna wait till he says 5 seconds. There we go. And just to be sure, I'll do a little overkill. Alright, so this wasn't the Swift sale, but I had to buy this chart so I could get the Swift sale next time. But since I had to spend money, let's refill that money by getting some of these. And once I get the Swift sail, I won't have to manually change wind direction like this when sailing anymore. The Swift sail will do it automatically. But for now, I'm doing it this way. And so these things disappear when you get close, so you just sort of have to know where to do this. So you come up to the side of it, because you don't go directly over it, you go off to the side a little bit. This should be 50 rupees. Yeah. That's usually the number. All right, I see another ring here. That should give me 463. And that should be enough for me to win the next auction. Yeah, okay. I don't need 500. I can win it with this. I won't have free roam of the world until after I complete the second dungeon. Alright, so now I need to wait for the next night, but since I can advance time now, it's easy. To stun them are percentage based. So the percentage only kicks in after a bid of 50 rupees. So if you bid 10% more than the current bid, assuming the current bid is over 50 rupees, then, hold on. Yeah, if you bid 10% over the current bid, as long as the current bid is over 50 rupees, then it stuns them. If you do 20% over, it stuns them for slightly longer. Not a huge difference, but a difference. It should be done, like halfway done by now. Oh no, I did it a little too early. Okay. Time to go big, I guess. Okay, maybe this will actually work. There, okay. Alright, so I probably do need to go ahead and sell some stuff so I can get more money for the next one. Thing, but it's easy to get more joy pendants. And I'll probably never use the red chew gel. Because all it does is, like, you can use it to get health potions, and, you know, do I really need that? I don't think so. I'm really hoping that the Swift Sale isn't locked behind progression. I'm hoping I can get it this early. The treasure charts will usually have more money, like either 100, 200, or like 100 or 200 rupees, or a piece of heart, or another chart. That's always an option as well. Please let me use Swift Sell this time. Are you serious? I'm gonna wait till it hits 50. A joint pin is not worth this much. This is just a waste of time. So I do want that Swift Sale. So I guess I have to tolerate this. Because the sell price, if you sell this to Beetle, the sell price is 20 rupees. So I'm getting ripped off here. And so are these idiots, but, you know. All right, let's see. I'll go big. Better be the Swift Sale next time. Because I'm getting tired of bidding on junk. I'll probably need around at least 250 rupees to get the Swift Sale. But I want to be extra sharp. Because I do not want to have to redo this. Alright, 331 rupees. Let's try it. You know, forcing me to win some items at an auction before you will even offer other, it's bad business practice. Normally I'd be excited for a piece of heart, but I'm getting tired of this. Yeah, let out. There we go. This should be my fourth heart piece, so I'll give another heart container of this. But that's not what I want right now. I'm gonna go 40 up next time, I Oh, there's most of my money. The insurance that I win. Now I really need to replenish my money somehow. This is just absurd. Alright, so let me go look for more treasure, I guess. It's probably only gonna let me go east, so I'll do that. The sale will be worth it in the end. It's just I don't remember it taking this many, times to actually have that for sale. I don't remember having to, win a joy pendant for like 5 times the normal price before I could get this for sale. It's kind of absurd, really. And these barrels should give me, help me out with the money situation. Yeah, there we go. 20 rupees. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I have to get all the rupees on every barrel. All right. Well, let's go back. Because I do want to get this fish thing. there's got to be more of these treasure things below sea. Yeah, like here. This is what I'm looking for. Actually, let me open up my charts just to, you know. Actually, I think one of the charts might be. Yeah, one of them is actually in the Windfall Island area. Okay, that's good. Where is that fish that jumps around here? They're usually near the island, so I'll head that way. Okay, I see it. And then I really hope that the treasure near Windfall Island is money. To not use the gamepad next time, because you can't really see what I'm doing here. Takes me rupees. Seriously? I mean, rupees is what I wanted, but normally when you use a treasure chart, it's usually more than 50. A lot more. Please let it be a swift sale. Finally. Oh wow, this is gonna be expensive. Okay. So my opening bid needs to be like, I'm gonna say at least 130, depending on how fast I can do this. I don't care if I lose all my money after this. This is what I want to save up my money for here. Yep, I'm going big. I don't want to give these guys a chance to catch up. No. Let's see, 20, okay, 40. Alright, well, I'm running out of room to up the bid like that. Let's see, 25. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up 50. There we go. Finally, got the swift sale. After I wasted my money on a joy pendant, I finally got what I came here for. Now I should be able to start Lorenzo's quest. This little photography thing. Stupid gallery. I'll look at one. Alright. Look at your gallery. I so do not care. this guy delivering a letter. And it has to show the letter in hand as he's reaching for the mailbox. This vantage point should probably work. Yeah. It's the guy in the red overalls. I'm just gonna have to wait for him to come down here. I should do it from up here because if I'm down there, that old man is gonna bother me and get in the way. Might as well save the game because I did all that work to get the Swift sale. There we go, guy in the red overalls. He's coming this way. And actually, if I'm looking for a vantage point, I could do this. Come here, probably. Yeah, this gives me a pretty good shot, too. I think I just missed it. There's these two. Oh well. I already know the other two pictures I need to take, so I'll go ahead and get the second one. I have to startle this guy and, like, take a picture of him trembling. These kids don't get in the way. Because what I need to do is take a picture of these two who look at each other. Go away, please. Damn. Okay. Quit looking at me, idiot. Come on, go. Get out of the way. Dumb kids, go away. Alright. Gonna come from that direction. I need to take a picture the moment the two of them look at each other. Unfortunately, the shot's not right. You have to wait for the whole thing to go all over again. He has to walk all the way around the island again. Where is he? I should walk a little bit faster. Okay. There we go. Okay. Wow. Nice. Alright, now I can take color photographs, which means I can start making figurines once I get to Forest Haven anyway. I'll need a Hoy pair for that. The beetle's not here. Okay. Well, actually, it's been about 3 hours of streaming, so I think I will go ahead and end the stream for tonight. And then tomorrow, not tomorrow, but next stream, which is probably going to be Saturday for Wind Waker, I will be doing Forest Haven. But Wednesday, I plan to be doing Twilight Princess and completing the Zora dungeon. So look forward to seeing people Wednesday, and don't remember I saved it, so I'll save it again. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream.